Okay, now you are bringing in some safe distance protocols. Castle had to do it for you.
Yep.
This is exactly how I remember it happening last time.
Ashley!
What's going on?
I noticed you didn't take my music suggestion to heart. That's unfortunate.
Don't worry, Ashley. I'm coming for you.
That's because I was doing a bit. This is just Yakuza Zero's previously thing.
Ah.
Thought I recognized that music from somewhere.
We took refuge inside a castle, but I've just been separated from baby.
I did that as a joke, but the music lined up so well that I couldn't not do it.
Do you read me?
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Oh.
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
How'd you...
You clockwork Costello, you.
We didn't want you to.
Speaking of things that line up really well that I just couldn't not do.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her.
We sent her to an alternate dimension.
I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, because boredom kills.
Oh, so that's what's been killing you the last 20, 30 times. Good to know.
Yeah, boredom.
Damn it. So much for that.
So, welcome back to Resident Evil 4.
The two games are starting to merge. Someone crossed the streams.
Can't believe they used a bullet on that fish. Coward
Have
button.
you ever tried knifing a fish in the water?
Yes.
Not in real life. I like how the item description specifically points out that it was artificially bred as game fish.
Well, yeah, they couldn't put a real fish in a video game. How do you decode a flesh and blood creature?
Very carefully.
I mean, they could do the same thing they've been doing with actors since Resident Evil 7. Also, there's a collectible up there if you shoot the yellow paint. It's a scratched emerald.
Oh, I didn't know about this one.
This is actually a merchant request that comes like maybe 3 chapters from now? 4?
So that makes sense why its value is so artificially high. Because it was a specific demand for one customer.
Welcome. Got some rare.
But yeah, we can just do that basically the second it's available, which is right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was there.
Will that be all then? Perfect. You're a real professional.
It doesn't really do you a whole lot to, like, you know, do it early. I mean, I guess it saves you a trip to the merchant.
I mean, yeah, that's 3 spinels, but earlier than you really should have them. Not, I don't know.
Anything. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Oh.
What can I do you for?
I'm trying to get something, I don't remember what. But I need just a couple more pesetas.
Faking me out with these ruby selections. I thought they were gonna sell them.
Not bad.
Oh right, the body armor's available now.
Don't worry.
Now, with the original, I think the option to get the body armor was much later.
It was in what I would call Act 3.
Yeah, the second disc on GameCube.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, now it's a thing you can buy from the merchant, and it is degradable, just like the knives. But you can also repair it.
And look at how far down the list that is.
Yeah, like I said, this comes a lot later. But anyway, we're gonna be spending a lot of time in the original game for this video, because there's quite a bit different. For starters, I don't think we go down to these sewers at all in the remake.
What could possibly be down here?
Miserable
I don't know,
insects.
but it'll save off Leon's boredom.
Good, I hear it's
I'm
killing
taking
him.
it slow here. I'm taking it slow here because I hate being down in, or I hate being in the sewers. Like, I do not like this enemy type in this game.
Why? What's the problem?
Oh, it's because this area is very buggy. It was not play tested at all. And also there are bugs.
Yeah, so these are the, what are they, the Novistadors?
Yes, Novistadors.
Correct.
Or Novis, or other names that are much more profane.
Yeah, I fucking hate these things in the original game. They're invisible.
Although they do have a towel. You can see their breath. But you have to be pretty close. Yeah. Or if you're like using the semi-auto rifle here.
I suppose that makes sense.
They also kind of shimmer like the Predator does.
Admittedly, it was much harder to see in the GameCube original, but certainly on Switch or PC, it's easier to pick them out.
Well, we're getting the mostly authentic GameCube experience with this low quality 480p encode for the commentary, I guess.
So a couple of videos ago, I mentioned that the frame rate had significant impact on the AI in 60 FPS versions of this game. And guess what enemy becomes much more aggressive if you play it at 60?
Oh no!
They are way worse.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, in fact, the first time I actually tried to beat the PC version on Professional, this exact room was where I would keep getting stuck. Like, I get by the water hall decently, not great, but it's this area in particular, because the Novistadors are so aggressive at higher frame rates.
That's awful!
You know, it occurs to me how strange it is to see an insect's breath.
That is kind of weird.
I actually, earlier today, I watched a Let's Play of this by Straw Hat No, where the LPR found out that if you run back towards the other area after aggroing the Novistadors here, they kind of get stuck in a loop when they try to jump up onto the ladder, and they just sit there jumping over and over again at the base of the ladder.
Huh.
I will have to send you a timestamp for that.
Yeah, that sounds kind of funny. So yeah, the Novistadors drop, what was it, green eyes?
They drop green and red
eyes.
And there's a special blue eye that is, yeah. Blue eyes are very rare. There's at least one or two scripted blue eyes. But those are later.
Yeah, we'll see them later in the remake. They will still drop gems, and I don't think they're nearly as annoying to deal with, especially because they're not nearly they're not twice as aggressive as they should be.
I mean, in the remake, their biggest threat is a group rather than individuals.
Yeah, that double aggression thing explains so much. Like when I played the Wii version, like I had a much easier time, and I thought that was just because like I had better aim thanks to the pointer.
Well, I mean, that certainly might have been part of it. Actually, I don't know whether... Are you going to be showing some of the areas that have Novis later on in the LP after the original?
Some of the what?
Some of the areas that have Novistadors later on in the original.
Yeah, probably.
Because there's another thing that I think it's only on GameCube, maybe on the PS2 version as well. So this game does have kind of a difficulty assist system with the camera, where it tries to make sure that you don't get accidentally hit by enemies who are off camera. And that means that specifically with the Novi's swipe attack, which we've seen a couple of times, that if you run past them and turn the camera away from them, it's not a guarantee, but their accuracy for that swipe attack is lowered significantly.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually kind of neat. Like, I know a lot of more modern games do it, like, basically anything from Platinum's catalog does the thing where, like, enemies won't try to, like, blindside you from off camera.
Yeah, it does not work on the more modern 60 FPS versions.
That's a shame.
60 FPS Novistadors are like, he's not looking, get him.
Anyway, here's a butterfly lamp. We picked up one in the remake, like, right after we got the Way Shrine key, I think?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There might have, I think it might have actually been in a Way Shrine.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I should know this. I just edited that video like a couple days ago.
The butterfly lamp is a special item that allows you to fast travel from any location. It allows you to go straight to the Way Shrines without having to use the Way Shrines.
Ah.
I'm sorry, Liquidy Poo. We're not letting you forget that.
Anyway, now that we've drained the water, we can proceed.
You willingly share one brief moment of stupidity.
And the internet never lets you forget. There's another one that spawns here. There he is.
I at least saw him that time.
Yeah. And it's like immediate. Like as soon as that other Novi, that first Novi dies, right away jumps down and aggroes.
I can't wait to be done with the sewers.
Hopefully that's something you'll never have to say in real life.
You can't take 2 steps without hearing some bug screeches.
I know, I hate it.
You can also take advantage of the kick prompt if you reload. If you start reloading and then use the kick prompt, that cancels out the reload animation.
Really?
There's a couple other things, like the most obvious one is getting hit. If you start reloading and are hit in the middle of it, you instantly reload. While still taking the damage, of course.
Anyway, Luis has left some notes here in this sewer jail cell.
Those sure are some words. Been a long time since I've read this.
Yeah, feel free to pause the video for those at home if you want to read those in more detail.
Well, wait, how are we gonna resync if I pause to read those?
I said those at home.
I am at home.
But all of us are at home, ChaosArgate. That's kind of how this works.
Or are you?
Oh, there's
Okay,
a gold
you
egg in
didn't-
the corner there. Where did you get that on this
Yes.
file? Was that from the farm?
I don't know. It might have been. I genuinely don't know where I got that egg from.
I know that there's a small chance of the snakes or vipers dropping gold eggs in the original.
Yeah, the remake is not as plentiful with gold eggs, I will say, I guess. Not that the original game is either.
To be fair, this area sucks even if you know where everything spawns, so I absolutely do not blame you for getting your ass kicked here.
I hate it. I'm real glad they just didn't bring this area back. Like, I'm fine with the water hallway. That's fun in its own right. This area just sucks.
The water hall can also be easily cheesed. This cannot.
Anyway, to close out our adventure in the sewers, welcome to Sen's Fortress?
Hooray!
I mean, I guess this game did it first, but still.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have to walk across some support beams in a big cathedral and
Yeah.
fight some giant knights. Meet a really big lady.
Anyway, now that we're out of the sewers, let's jump back to the remake.
Leon is
the
very
coward button
confused by
again.
the temporal distortions going on.
You know, I don't think I can blame him. Like, being able to strafe when you previously weren't able to is one hell of a culture shock.
Leon flipped out when he realized that he could move and shoot at the same time.
Again, wouldn't you?
This is messed up.
Is that the dude from the end of Demon Souls World 3? Just bloody?
Won't open.
You talking about the old monk?
Yeah. I don't know why. His head just made me think of the old monk.
But he doesn't have a big yellow tornado hat.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
this
It
universe
looks
it's
like the
red.
tornado hat to me. Okay, so we need to get the Crimson Flame to its rightful place to move on.
Oh, hello, who's this?
Sorry to interrupt.
Ah, Jesus, my head.
So, these are the... I don't know what they're called. I just call them the Red Cultists. They might be like elite zealots. I genuinely don't know. But they're kind of annoying to deal with in the remake.
Wow, you have these guys set up with a bottleneck and you still got grabbed.
That's just how
Look,
this game works.
he used that he used that curtain to his advantage. Okay, so with the red guys, they will do some chanting, and that will both give Leon a migraine, and it'll prompt some of the plagas to erupt. So they are these encounters are a lot more intense than the original.
It's basically a timer, where every so often the enemies get powered up if you don't deal with the main threat.
No food for you.
Yeah, so staying in there for too long is probably not good for Leon's health.
And there is a way to sneak through this room. I've only done it once though. It's pretty tough.
I tried doing that, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Maybe I just don't know the route.
It is. It's a pretty specific sequence you have to take. Although, not shooting the red zealot in the face before you even enter the room kind of helps with stealth, I've found.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a
gonna
female
deal
zealot
with-
I see? Are Los Illuminados girl
Yeah.
bossing?
Sure were.
Yep.
Not anymore. But
There's that interact prompt there on that railing. It drops the chandelier.
You know what?
I've never found a good time to use that.
You know what? I've been saying it for years. Hire more female cultists. That'll be the solution to all of our problems. Yeah, and that trap over there, the one that drops the chandelier, it is the ambush that you can use if you had gone through this area stealthily.
wow, that guy just...
Nice
That
pincer
big-
there by,
Yeah,
by the zealots.
He got the drop on me.
Ooh, coward button again. I said I was gonna call it out in the thread.
Hey, you should be proud to be a coward. Okay, that wordplay sounded a bit better in my head, but that did not go over well. There, that's something you can mock me for.
Although, speaking of things we can mock Tem for, Brewski in the thread said that the DLC map does add the DLC treasures. It's not just revealing them. And like I looked into it myself.
That is
Like
something
the,
I genuinely didn't know. I like learning new things. So, although apparently these new things involve Capcom's shady business practices when it comes to their remakes.
What are the like bonus treasures you even get anyway?
They're usually just like extra spinels or like a cosmetic.
Yeah, like
So it's
basically
not
more
too-
of the standard treasure items.
Okay, so kind of pay to win stuff, but like you gotta work for it a little more than just putting money down.
Oh yes,
guess?
and next time we visit the merchant, I'm sure that there'll be plenty of opportunity to talk about pay to win.
Is this the same resilient boy from earlier who took like 7 explosions?
It's his
It might
cousin.
be. Also, I was backing into a Plagas the whole time. I'm
Just backing ass up right into a big spaghetti.
I am genuinely surprised he didn't like just chop my head off.
Well, that wasn't, I guess that wasn't big spaghetti, that was little spaghetti. If we're gonna think of big spaghetti as the guys that can one-shot you.
So what are the teenage spaghetti?
We haven't seen them yet.
Oh yeah, I could actually think of one enemy type that would genuinely apply to teenage spaghetti.
All right, we got the lantern from the red cultist. I guess he's always the last one to turn. If you.
Oh yeah, oh hell yeah. Tactical stealth waiting action.
This might actually be me talking to you in real time about like trying to stealth this liquid.
Is this one of those can you beat Resident Evil 4 Remake without using the analog stick challenges?
They're tough.
Yeah, that's
I spotted you.
No, he hasn't. That's just your introduction.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no. Never mind.
Is he doing this?
Did you leave
Like
that in so that we could... I'm trying to give you an excuse. Did you leave this in so we could see that intro cutscene?
sure. We'll go with that.
I'm just realizing that I am wrong. That intro cutscene does come in if you're trying to sneak through and get spotted.
Okay, we can knife this guy and climb up the ladder. Although I think I might just cut immediately. But there's a dude like right at the top of the ladder.
Rip. Oh, this lantern is so heavy.
Confusing cuts aside, let's move on.
Oh,
Here's
it's this room.
what I think this is the original version of the sequence we just did.
This is what that earlier sequence was homaging, this specific enemy type.
Look at you putting that red herb in your green and yellow.
The Castellan Memo. These are details of a very notorious sex scandal from the 1600s that nearly destroyed the family.
Oh no.
The scandal being that they'd actually had sex and managed to get the family together despite people's best efforts not to.
I was gonna say I'm a little surprised that there was no interact prompt on those paintings. Anyway, yeah, same basic setup. You got a bunch of dudes all coming at you while the red guy is commanding them.
Have you ever tried to shoot the red guy as you enter that door, like from the intro cutscene?
I don't think I have.
Well, you can't. At least not in every version since the PS2 one. They just put an invisible wall there, at least for him. And that...
Oh, that sucks.
That is actually related to something you can do on GameCube, which is, this is for New Game Plus runs only. You get a brief opportunity to shoot the red zealot in the face as soon as you enter that door. But the only weapon that you can do it with, you need to get a headshot from the fully upgraded bolt action rifle. It cannot be with any other weapon. Because of the critical bonus on headshots from the upgraded bolt action rifle gives enough of a damage override that you're meant not to be able to kill him there, but you can. And back when I was speedrunning this game on GameCube, there was a slot there for the bolt action rifle with one clip left in it, so you wouldn't do the extra animation of inserting a new round.
I see.
There are various strategies to be able to kill the Red Zealot early, but you have to go upstairs first to do that.
Speaking of, that's where we're going next. There's not a whole lot else to do down here. I thought you could like jump through the window. Maybe you can.
You absolutely can, and it uses the same animation from the first house of the game.
Okay, I don't know how I missed. Yeah, I noticed the prompt like as I was saying it. I don't know how I missed it when I was recording it. I don't know. I guess if you guys want something to make fun of me for, like how I'm selectively blind to things that are right in front of me.
Oh, we all do that.
I don't know. I think I make it like an art form, like where how I'll point the camera at like the perfect angle to just completely miss something.
It's true. So many times I've wanted to call stuff out in videos in the past, and you just don't look at it. Suspicious. Well, time to chase that cultist. Ah, heck.
Motherfucker!
Now, if only you had some sort of launcher for mines. I don't know, I'm at a loss.
Preferably not one with a homing upgrade, though.
Yeah. Ooh, swing it or miss.
Alright, well, I guess we better chase him. Not like there's anyone else here, to keep us busy.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Look at that reload animation. That is the frame rate thing I was talking about earlier. Like,
it does look kind of choppy now that we're
because it's only at 30.
looking at it up close like that. Like, I spliced it into the, like, episode 5 or 6, whenever we actually talked about it, but, yeah, it does. You can definitely tell.
You can't decide!
It's just...
I really couldn't.
Is this the choice anxiety thing that some people have when they play video games? They're just overwhelmed by having too many options at once?
Do I want to knife him or do I want to shoot him? I don't know.
Well, it looks like the Red Zealot has chosen an option. He's definitely going for shoot.
No decision paralysis there.
Well, I mean, there is some paralysis. He's kind of tied to the spot there.
Yeah, so my plan was to come up here and try to snipe him. This does not work out very well for me.
Yeah, he can aim up.
Yeah, the Red Zealot's health is also artificially inflated once he gets on the minigun. Kinda cheap.
Just
at some point, I think I just decide like, okay, I'm not gonna have nearly enough time to like pull the scope up to Leon's eye and then aim at him properly. I'm just gonna go up to him.
That footage of you looking down the scopes there looks like me trying to play any first-person shooter, hiding like a coward behind something and just very slowly poking my head out.
I don't think that's nope, that did not help in the slightest.
I think it bounced out of the kill zone.
It didn't even. I don't think it even went inside the square there. Ooh. I think it just bounced off the rail. Well, no better time for a health upgrade, I guess. So is the speedrun strategy for this section to just not even let him get to the Gatling gun?
Yeah, when you jump down onto the... Actually, there's two different ways. I think it depends on version, but I've seen strategies like using an incendiary grenade to put the Red Zealot into a flinching animation before you jump down the stairs, like over the balcony there. and that it causes her to stun him, but I think there are some versions of the game that don't let you do that.
Interesting.
For a safe and semi-feasible for casual players option, once the guy runs away after dropping downstairs, you get a few extra seconds to shoot him in the face. If you just stay there and you don't go up the stairs to the left.
Okay.
Oh yes, behind this door is the most difficult puzzle in the entire Resident Evil series.
Yeah, it's brutal. Maybe I have a timer. No, I don't. Maybe in editing I'll put a timer in.
Was this puzzle like meant to be a reference to some previous Resident Evil game puzzle? Because I don't know, it kind of seems out of place here.
I genuinely have no idea what this is trying to... Okay, I guess the prompt was sacrifice of 6, so I guess you gotta get 6 people being executed?
On GameCube, the cursor always resets to the far left option, which makes fiddling with the menu a bit annoying, but not a big deal.
Look, it's difficult to do that puzzle because you got one hand for the button and the other hand for counting, and I only got 5 fingers on each hand.
It's a shame I can only count to 3.
Ooh.